Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wonder if I should keep doing this. I don't know, like, I'm used to it. Now, like, normally when I do, like, these cases, the little, like, the forensic cases, I'll be like, hey guys, but I feel like they look super boring, so yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have another forensic case for you guys, okay? I want to kind of dissect, and I hear about it and I'd be like giving my own opinion and kind of thinking, why would people do this? So this is about Denasia Alexis Holloway. I pray I did not butcher that, okay? Yeah, I'll put it up here for you guys, but I think I got that right. But this is a case that happened 3 years ago. She was murdered by her ex-boyfriend who got 60 years in prison for this. It's really, I don't understand. I'm going to share the screen with you guys too, so we're going to read this together. I don't understand. You know, there's so many, like, spouses, like, it's all about jealousy too. That's the reason why they believe that he killed her, because of jealousy. She was trying to get away from him. It was a lot of stuff going on, physical, mental abuse, and it just did not end well. And it's so sad because you hear a lot of cases when they say you have to be really careful when you break up with somebody, because, like, you don't know what emotions they got there. People could be all types of crazy, and they could easily be plotting your death and you don't even know. It's so sad. It's scary to not know. I think that's the scariest thing, to, like, not know. And I have a whole audience over here with me as my dog. He's like looking at me. What's wrong, Roman? And y'all seen him, he been all on my shorts, on the YouTube shorts. So yeah, we're gonna get into this video because I do want to share the screen with you guys, okay? And this was on the Atlanta Black Star. This is where I got all my information, okay, y'all? Also, earlier I did say spousal. They were just ex-boyfriend and girlfriend, so this is not a spousal. But there do be, you know, the husband who be killing the wife. So that is a true thing, though, okay? So here we go. So the title, This Has to Stop, exactly what I just said. South Carolina woman unknowingly secures arrest of ex-boyfriend she captured on Snapchat video stalking her in parking lot just minutes before he kills her. That is insane. A 24-year-old white South Carolina man was sentenced to 60 years in prison after being found guilty of murder in the ambush-style shooting of his black ex-girlfriend in 2021. Okay, let me tell you, look, already I have to stop. Why do... You know, I always say that it shouldn't be a race thing, but I feel like America itself makes it a race thing. You know, in general, people, not even America, everybody do it. All these tabloids, they always say, oh, her black boyfriend, her white girlfriend, the white girlfriend, the black boyfriend, black girl, white girl. Like they make this narrative of race, okay? So we can easily say, you be like, it's not a race thing. We don't know. He was dating her for a while, so I doubt that he was, like, racist. But I don't understand why they always got to put that narrative of his black ex-girlfriend. Why not just ex-girlfriend? You know, that's the world we live in. Maybe that's just what it is, that we got to say that. Because she was Asian, he'll be like, of his Asian girlfriend. It's just weird. Because we don't do that with the same race. I don't know. That was just bothering me. So his name, Justin Cole Carroll, was sent away by Judge Robert Bonds after a Colleton County jury convicted him of killing Denasia Alexis Holloway more than 3 years ago in the parking lot of her residence, about a 50-mile drive west of Charleston. The sentence, handed down on April 24, marked the conclusion of a tragic tale of domestic violence that unfolded over several years. And we're going to talk about that too, y'all, because I already got a lot to say. Culminating in the senseless murder of Holloway and the subsequent trial that brought Carroll to justice. And this is them. This is him. I'm not going to say it because I was going to say, you know, he looked like he'll do it. But you know what? I need to stop that, because a lot of people would not, who could look like they'll hurt somebody, would not. So let me stop being, what's the word? You know, when you judge the book by its cover, and that's her. So they were dating. Prosecutors said Carroll became enraged when Holloway broke up with him after only several months together because of his abusiveness. And one thing I will say, he do look abusive. I will say that. It's always the shaved head, guys. You know what? Let me stop. It don't be. Denasia tried to end this toxic relationship, and she tried to protect herself from her ex-boyfriend's jealous rage, said Prosecutor Hunter Swanson of the 14th Circuit don't know that word, office, who brought the case. But Justin Carroll refused to take no for an answer. He ignored a no-contact order, stalked her, and killed her. Holloway ended the relationship with Carroll in January 2021 after Carroll was arrested for beating her up, leading to charges of domestic assault. 5 months later, on May 22nd, 2021, Carroll was out on bail when he showed up again at the Forest Point apartment complex where the woman lived and lay in wait until Holloway returned home. So this is when he is planning this. Literally, y'all, only 5 months after he got out. And let's hurry talk about that before we read the end of this, because we're about to get to the end of like the conclusion of what happened. Is shocking. Why is it that cops do, I feel like the justice system do not take abuse victims seriously enough. 5 months he get from beating her up. You beat a woman, you're like stalking her, and you get 5 months, and he's on bail, and that's it. But the thing is, even with some, like, he obviously had a plan, like, he wanted to hurt her. Even when you're on bail, I know, like, if it's, like, that bad, you have it, like, I think sometimes they'll get charged, like, a year or something, but it's like, he was out on bail, so, you know, you can still post bail and leave, as long as you're not at flight risk, if it was that serious, but I don't think they thought it was. And the fact that right after that, when he posted bail, he went toward her, so that's already, it just says a lot. And, you know, abuse victims is so sad, because it's like, you can only do so much. How much protection can you possibly get? And you have this crazy person constantly coming after you, constantly looking for you, and you don't know what to do. It's really horrifying. I cannot imagine that. I would be stacked up. I tell you that. I'll be stocked and stacked with some weapons, because there ain't no way. They're like it's sad, because I say this now, but if I was with somebody, you don't know what they could do. They could come out the closet, stalking me in my home. You don't know what they're capable of. So I think that's the scariest part of it all. And the fact that he was just so, like, you were beating, like, you know, I don't understand, man, sometimes. Okay, let's talk about this, because I don't want dudes who watch this to say, you know, women could be abusers too. I do know that. I have seen some cases like that. But for, like, you know, mostly it's man, like, with the partners, it's just somebody in the relationship, let's just say that, okay? I don't know how you can hit your partner. Like, why would anybody do that? Why would you hit the person you're supposed to love? Like, that's so weird to me. And they was only dating for a couple of months, so I'm pretty sure they didn't even say I love you yet. And you know what, some people say it quick, so you know what, could be. But he, like, you know, the biggest factor of this all is that he showed his true colors in that short amount of time. He was beating her, and they only been together months. Normally, you see that stuff like years on. That's like already something with him, and the mugshot says it all. He looked kind of cray. I always say this, that you should try to get to know people more before jumping into a relationship, but you can meet the perfect man, and he don't show his true colors like 10 years later. Like, his whole family can be perfect, and then he eventually show his true colors. You know, people are good at hiding their feelings, right? That's so crazy. I'm like, how? It's just like, I don't know. Like, how can you, like, the reason, since you can't really tell what people are thinking, it's so hard to, like, find somebody that's, like, legit, somebody that's not going to try to kill you, somebody that's not going to try to, like, beat you, put you down. It's like, geez, I'm going to be single forever, because watching these cases just open my mind up. I'm like, bro, we going to be boxing up in here, because I'm fighting back. We going to be fully boxing. But let me get back to it, y'all. I'm already getting off topic. Okay, back to it. After pulling into the parking lot around 10 p.m., Holloway immediately noticed Carol's truck, prompting her to lock her door and park next to Walterboro police cruiser owned by a neighbor in the complex. She was smart. She was smart to do all of this, and it's sad how it ended. However, this minor defensive step failed to stop Carol. He was literally on a mission, y'all, who was now on foot and walking toward Holloway Silver's, her car. Not knowing what to expect, she made a split decision to begin recording herself live on Snapchat, which would later reveal Carol approaching from behind. Oh my God. This is what she said. Followed me to my apartment. I saw him behind me and locked myself in the car. Holloway posted it to Snapchat during the final minutes of her life. According to reports, I have asked him multiple times to leave me alone, trying not to be fed, but this has to stop. Carol's presence at the complex also put him in violation of a court order to stay away from her, who was now alone in his sight, appealing to social media instead of calling police for help. Okay, hold on, because that sentence right there, when they said appealing to social media instead of calling for police for help, let's not act like, and I think she did that because it's sad to say this, but I really feel like she thought She thinks she knew something was gonna happen, and the police wouldn't get there in time, and then he could probably get away because they would have no evidence. You know what? It is smart. That is smart. If you don't think, because it's like, if you call the police, if you attempt to call the police, you could hurt, and all they do is have her voice. Because he was going to kill her no matter what. So it would have ended both ways, like the same way, unfortunately. But they would have her police call, and she could say her, well, actually, yeah, they would still be able to get him. They'll have, she would have, like, said, he's like my ex-boyfriend, his name is blah, blah, blah. He keeps following me. Now he has a gun. I think he's, like, going to hurt me. But like a lot of police officers don't take this stuff that serious. And, you know, because my mom had a friend like this, like, I feel like when they do stuff like this, the police, they take forever to get there. They wouldn't get there in time. It's just what it is. She knew what was going to happen. That's what's so crazy. So she ended up going to social media because they would have all the, she's just saying, and then she recorded him walking toward her. So that's even more freaky. So they got all the evidence on camera. He did not care. What did he hate her so much for? Like, bro, what is, like, I really want to know what was it about? So let's get to reading. By the time authorities arrived, it was too late. And that's exactly what I'm saying. They wouldn't have got there in time for no matter what. The police officer whose cruiser Holloway had parked beside rushed outside and discovered the woman shot to death in her front seat. Holloway was shot 4 times with the caliber Smith & Wesson with fatal rounds to her head and neck. The shooter fired through the car windows, which couldn't protect Holloway. He didn't spare away from the scene, but police caught up with him within hours of the shooting. The same night, his truck was spotted at a traffic light, where police pulled him over and tested his hands for gun residue. Due to the domestic abuse case, Carroll immediately became the primary suspect in the murder, and police were soon questioning him about the shooting, but he denied any involvement and then ended the interview by asking for a lawyer. How dare you? At the time, police lacked the murder weapon and any other physical evidence to hold Carroll, and he was released from custody, although he was not dismissed as a suspect. So 2 days later, investigators discovered the chilling social media video. Okay. I was like, okay, hold on, when were they going to figure this out? But they didn't have it. Okay, now they got it. So they discovered the video recorded by her, and it showed him in the back, clearly in the background. So yeah, he did it. Carroll was also captured on the apartment complex security surveillance approaching the woman's car. And can we talk about that too? Because I swear, bravo to the apartment complexes, because a lot of apartment complexes act like they act like their cameras don't work. So they never got no freaking evidence. So it says several witnesses told police they saw a man running to his pickup and peeling off moments after they heard the gun blast. Notably, Carroll had a head full of hair in the video, so he had a wig on. But when he was pulled over later, hours later, his entire head and face were clean shaven. Ugh. Maybe I think he had a wig on. The footage along evidence of gunshot residue on Carroll's hand and his attempt to erase his phone and change his appearance ultimately led to his arrest. Well, maybe he did used to have hair. But it was like a couple hours, bro. That's just, weird. The video that Holloway posted to Snapchat played a crucial role in the conviction. It remains unclear if Holloway was ever aware of his past. I don't know. I actually don't think she knew. I feel like, what kind of past can he have? They need to put that on there. Like, what was his childhood? I'm talking about childhood. What was he like in school? Did he kill any dog or cats? Because I feel like these people be doing it. When they be like that mad. So it's 4 years before he met her, he was found guilty on first-degree assault and battery in 2016 and sentenced to 8 years probation. However, Carroll had his probation revoked following arrest for unlawful carry of a pistol and possession of controlled substance. Wow. He served 3 years in prison before he was released in 2020 and he began dating her. Her mother said she received no solace from Carroll's conviction, which can never make up for the loss of her daughter. This is her. There needs to be a harsher punishment for people that do this. They need to stay in jail, stay in prison, because they are only hurting other families. If he would have stayed in jail, our daughter would have been here today. She said her family was devastated over Holloway's murder, while she criticized the U.S. justice system for not protecting the public against dangerous ex-convicts. That is true. This is her. It's just so sad to know how the system works. It's awful. They need to do better. We have a life sentence of heartache and pain that we will carry for the rest of our lives. And that's true. The justice system sucks. They don't protect people, especially like abuse victims of domestic violence. They don't do anything that much. All they can do is slap a restraining order, thinking that the person is not going to mess that up. But they always 99. I feel like 99%, 95%. They cross that and they end up like doing something and like ignoring it, even though there is a paper like a restraining order. They don't care. They have a mission out to like get these people, and I think the justice system should they should do more to protect these people. This should not have happened. Okay, I really wish also, y'all. Oh, geez, this just tells me when I start dating, like I need to, cause y'all, I'm so freaking careful. You don't know what people are capable of. So I would have to do a background check. And I don't even care if somebody do a background check on me. I don't do nothing. I've been in school. That's all I have nothing. Okay? Nobody in my family do anything. Like, we're like so freaking pure. But like, I'm doing background checks because I need to know if you have a history of anything, history repeats itself and repeats itself. And that's not happening over here. Like, I just don't trust people. That's just what it is. And I can't trust them now after all of this. There's so much crime happening with, like, partners. People who date. And that's freaking me out, okay? So, yeah. This was sad. She did not deserve that. Head and neck. Now, look. Shooting at the window. When somebody I feel like when somebody shoots you in the head, it's so personal. I feel like that's the most personal shot that people can take because it's like pure hatred. I feel like they shoot people in the head because they don't want them to look pretty. That's just, I don't know why I feel that, especially when they shoot women. I'm like, why would you shoot somebody? That's just so sad. But I feel like they want it as gruesome as possible. And, I wish she would have drove off. I wish I would have rear-ended him with my car. And like, I would have I seen too many movies, y'all. I would have done that and ducked. Because if I had a feeling he was coming up, he gonna be chasing me, and then I would have called the cops. But like, I'm not staying in that car. There ain't no way. But she probably didn't even think he had a gun because he was stalking her this long and didn't think he would have did that. This was a sad case, y'all. Should not have happened. What do you guys think about it? He got what he deserved, 60 years, and I hope that he stay in there. God, it's like, why do they let these criminals out? You commit a crime, you go away. Like, go away forever. Okay? I can't. Jeez. And since he was like, the sad part about this is like another sad part, because all of it is sad. Even though he was like, he served 8 years on probation. Like, what was that from the early stuff? You only get so long for domestic violence. That's the thing. So his crimes, I feel like they were bad, but I feel like the justice system, their system of bad is different than ours. So with domestic violence, you would not get like 3 years in prison for that, unfortunately. And we just have to look at it that way. That's just what it is. But you know what? I'm not all for condoning stuff, but people need to like start taking matters into their own hands, because I'm like, if it's self-defense, you're not going to jail. So I'm all for protecting myself. So let me know what you guys think of this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. That was so late. Bye, guys.